The system, the system, the system. The system, the system, the system. The system, the system.
Prepare to be aware.
Call from
Dreamstone.
an incarcerated individual at New York State Department of Corrections and Community Supervision. This call is subject to recording and monitoring. An incarcerated individual's use of institutional telephones constitutes consent, and your calls may be provided to law enforcement agencies. To accept charges, press 1. To refuse charges, press. Preventing suicide is important. If you have concerns during this call, please contact the individual's facility to communicate with them. Thank you for using Securus. You may start the conversation now.
Yo, what's going on? Hold on a second there, Dreamstone. Hold on a second. Welcome to another episode of The System. I'm your host and producer, Jemal, and I have a special guest here with me today that's calling in from far away, and he's a 43-year-old male virgin, and he's here to speak to you today. Dreamstone, introduce yourself, please.
Okay, there you go. What up, though? This is Dreamstone. Oh, Edward Dreamstone Mitchell. And first of all, yo, man, before we start this episode, it's imperative that I put out this little this advisory. So I want the listeners to know that this episode may have language or content that may be offensive to some listeners. So listener discussion is highly advised. What up, though?
What's going on? How you been?
Man, everything. I'm just surviving it. I know this episode, you said this episode is about, me cashing in the V, breaking everything but my virginity so far at the age of 43.
Yeah, at 43 years old. At 43 years old, you're a virgin. I mean, how did that come about? I mean, can you tell the people what's going on with that? I mean, 43, male virgin. A guy being a virgin, that's kind of, for people here, they're gonna say that's crazy. But let them know what's going on.
Now, for real, I don't know if that shit is deplorable or commendable. Maybe your listeners could tap in and get some feedback and decide whether it's commendable or deplorable. So it's the craziest shit. Don't get me wrong. So I've been down on this bed since I was 17. Before this bed, I was in DFY, so from 13 to 17, and from 17 to 43. And don't get me wrong, like, I had plenty of opportunities, to crack the Da Vinci Code, but the reason I'm still a V-boy, I ain't gonna hold you. The reason I'm still a V-boy. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I said. And I'm also like, some high class maintenance chick shit. I'm like, you know what? For the first time, I want rose petals. I want the scented candles. You see what I'm saying? Nice bed and all type of shit. But unfortunately, shit don't play out like that. Like, so a few times, don't get me wrong, I had the opportunity to bust a few joints down like a cigarette in here, like. You see what I'm saying? Like, for example, when I was in Fishkill, it was a couple COs, like, when I was in college. And Shorty was like, yo, Mitchell, this when the bro G, that was down there. The rapper was Mr. Special Delivery. And she was like, yo, Mitchell, I need you to stay behind and help me fix the classrooms after college was over. But it was like 9 o'clock. So I'm like, all right, yeah, it's no problem. So I ain't gonna hold you for, like, the majority of my life, nigga been, like, gullible. Like, I don't know when I'm being fraternized with or flirted with. So that's like, oh, shit, yo, I think you about to get some poom-poom. I said, what? You're like, yo, Shorty, like, is she checking for you? About to get some pussy? You about to break your position? Man, you bugging. See, man, she ain't checking for me like that, bro. And sure enough, though, like, the way she was kicking everybody out, she was like, okay, everybody gotta go. But Mitchell, don't forget, you gotta share. I want you to help me. I said, hold on. This nigga might be right. So I ain't gonna hold you. I stuck around for a minute, but when she went into the classroom, I ain't gonna hold her. I fake dipped off. I ran up out of there. I don't know what came over me. I had the bubble guts. I started passing gas and shit like that. Nigga was nervous. I'm like, damn, I'm gonna get some pussy. Started hyperventilating. I like to faint it. So I'm like, yo, come on, Dad, come on, let's just leave. He's like, nah, she wants you to stay, bro. Like, I'm like, nah, come on, let's just ran up out of there. So when she came back to the dorm, she's like, yo, Mitchell, what happened? Why you left? I see, I got caught up talking to G Dad. We was talking about a new song that he putting together because he's supposed to record that shit. And I totally forgot all about that shit. That's why. You gonna be down there again tomorrow? And she started wilding me out. Nigga, you scared of the pussy? You ain't gonna never break your virginity? So I ain't scared. What you talking about? I'm Dreamstone. I run shit. So I be running from shit. So that's kind of like one of the reasons why I ain't never, get to that finish line type shit, but. One day I will, though, bro. But you know what it is, man? It's performance anxiety, bro. Not gonna hold you, like, and I ain't gonna hold you. I'm like really, like, kind of how you say, like, germaphobe almost. So I'll be like, damn, we didn't try to slide up in there, and Shorty trying to get me the poom poom, and I'm about to crack the Da Vinci Code. I mean, y'all motherfuckers that hit this shit.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't want my first time to then it be my last time. How do I explain that shit called I'm scratching, I got crabs, or I got gonorrhea, or chlamydia? They gonna think I'm fucking around with the fucking around in the drink. So that's kind of like why then, like, I screen women too. I'm not gonna hold you. I like to screen women like, damn, does she have what it takes to be, you know, the mother of my child? So every female is a potential unborn seed baby mamas. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't gonna lie, I do be kind of scared. Nigga be running for the poom poom. But you know what? I ain't scared no more. Let that next opportunity present itself. I'm coming in hot. I'm talking radioactive.
So I mean, you came to prison at 17 years old and you're 43. So you've been there what? How many years? 20 what? That would have been?
Yeah, this is 26 years.
26 years. So what happened to when you was 16 or 15? Because you know a lot of guys, I mean, lost their virginity around that age. You know, 15, 16, some even 14. What happened with you?
And now, so it's crazy. So I told you, majority of my life, I've been in the Water of the State, so I've been locked in institutions. So, but don't get me wrong, like I came home on home visits and shit like that. So there was one particular time I remember, right? And it's crazy. I was just telling one of my mans this story yesterday. In fact, I was telling the bro Yaya this story, and it's the damnest shit. So I was just about to get some pussy. I ain't gonna just about to get. At least I thought it was. But the crazy shit, this is why parents need to really be careful what they let children watch on TV. Now they got social media, so you can't really like regulate certain shit. So I seen this magic show on TV with the rubbing alcohol. So I poured the alcohol, and this was in my crib, so I poured the alcohol on my hand, I light it on fire. But it didn't burn my hand. I'm like, oh, this shit is magic. Like, my whole fucking hand is on fire and it don't burn. So I shake this shit out. So I go up the block to this girl named Melanie crib. I ain't gonna hold you, like, Shirley Fake was fire too. So I go to her crib, and I just know I'm gonna beat it. So she's like, yo, you got condoms with you? I'm like, nah, I ain't got no condoms. Fuck that, we don't need condoms. I'm listening with the older dudes on the block is saying how they be running up this shit raw. Mm-hmm. I'm like, yo, and I don't even know what raw is. So I'm just saying what I heard these niggas say. Like, yo, nah, I can run up in the raw. So she said, what? I said, yeah, I can run up in the raw. Not knowing that raw means, like, you know what I'm saying, no condom type shit. I'm running up in the raw type shit. So she like, no, I'm gonna go to the store and get some condoms. So she like, yo, just watch my little sister. Her little sister probably like 8 months old, 9 months old, little baby. So I'm like, yeah, I could do that. I still got the matches in my pocket, bro, that I used when I was in my crib. So soon enough, I goes in the bathroom because now I'm hyping myself. I'm looking in the mirror. You see, I'm like, yeah, I'm about to fuck. I'm about to get some pussy. And then I opens up the file cabinet. You know, nigga, young. I think I was like 14, 15. So I'm looking in the medicine cabinet. And I see the bottle of alcohol. I don't know why the fuck this genius idea comes to me. So I'm like, oh shit, the alcohol. So I'm trying to do the magic trick again. I'm thinking, oh, maybe this, was only, a magic trick in my crib. Let me see if I could do it here in this house. And mind you, we got the baby in the house. She just left out. This ain't even my motherfucking crib. But I strikes the match, and instead of me pouring the alcohol on my hand, I try to put the match in the bottle to see what happened, like see if it go woof. But that shit went woof for, right? Then it blew my finger off. No bullshit. So I dropped the bottle of alcohol. The alcohol is all on the tablecloth. Shit is catching on fire. My finger's on fire. I'm yelling. Because I yelled, the baby's in like the second room over yelling. It's just mayhem in this fucking crib. My dick was hard. Now this shit is limp. I'm not even thinking about sex no more. I'm just thinking about survival. So the damn fire cloth, the tablecloth is on fire. So now I'm back. Now mind you, the bathroom is literally right in the kitchen. So I'm trying to say, damn, what should I do? Should I go to the bathroom, run my hand underwater, or should I put this damn fire out on this tablecloth? So, instantly the idea comes to me. I'm a genius. Take the tablecloth and stuff it in the toilet. So I stuffed it in the toilet at the same time, cooling off my hand. Long story short, Shorty come back to the crib, smoke detectors is bland, big, like triggering my PTSD, all kind of shit is just going crazy in the crib. So she come back in the house, you got soup flying in the air from the damn tablecloth. So she come and say, what happened, Ed? What happened? I smell like fire. The baby's still crying. I'm moaning. I got my finger in my mouth from this dirty-ass toilet. Didn't even wash my hand off. Put my hand in the toilet, put out the fire from the tablecloth. Long story short, I ain't getting no pussy. She actually kicked me out the crib. So that was like the closest I think I really got to getting some pussy. And I fucked that up. Like, I'm just deplorable or commendable. I don't know.
So basically, that's the question right now. So basically, incarceration all these years, how many relationships have you been in, like, far as with females that, you know, whether they came visit you on the phone, like that you had a girl, actual girlfriend, but, you know, you haven't had sex, of course, though, but how many relationships have you been in?
All right, so since I've been locked up and for 26 years, my relationships really with female didn't start until, I think, 2000, damn. Like, oh shit, like 2013, some shit like that. When I met this one joint. And don't get me wrong, like, she was out, like, she was with the shits heavy, but, like, we'd be on a visit. She trying to, like, put her hand down a nigga pants, trying to rile my shit up, and sometimes my shit wouldn't even respond to her. But not for nothing, man. And, I mean, then I had other joints or whatever, and I tried to get crazy one time, and then as soon as I pulled the pistol out the holster, the damn CO came around to my table. So now I got my hand pushing down on the pistol underneath the table, and Shorty, why are you holding conversation with this nigga? So I thought I was about to get some fellatio. Nigga, she was about to give me some head, and then that shit just went bad, and my shit went bad. I had to put that away. But and then another time, not for nothing, like, so, you know, niggas got what's called FRPs, or festivals. So it was one time, a few times I actually been on festivals, but one specific time I was on a festival with my then girlfriend / fiance. And I swear to God, man, this shit was like a scene from fucking Spartacus, bro. This is in Wendy in the Max. Everybody was fucking and sucking, bro. Like, and I said, damn, bro, how the fuck these niggas get their dicks off? My shit would not, I swear to God, my shit would not work. So I go in the bathroom, like, literally, I'm talking to my son, looking down, yo, what's wrong with you, bro? Don't fucking fail me now. Please do not abandon me right now. I need you. Shit would not work, bro. It's like every time shit, I'm about to get close or something, and shit get farther away from me. It was, yo, what made it so bad, like, Shorty violated. So she like, yo, look at this old ass dude behind us. I swear to God, this motherfucker had to be like, one sneeze away from a heart attack. And he was getting head. I'm like, yeah, how the fuck is this old nigga getting head? Everybody, bro, but me. Everybody. So it was just go crazy because one of the homies, Reggie the Stony, he ended up naming, he was getting with it, like he had his shorty on the mat, on the floor, at the back of the gym. She was crazy. Because my shit wouldn't work that day, he ended up calling his daughter, because he had conceived a child on that festival. He ended up calling her Dream Williams, and hard at me because my shit wouldn't work. But I don't know why. And then the crazy shit, I was accused of being gay. What the fuck? Like, if you don't want no pussy, you don't like me, you must be gay. On the contrary, what the fuck? Like, did you ever think maybe I might be on high blood pressure medication? You ever think my cholesterol levels might be up? How about my blood pressure up, my sugar level low? How about I might not be attracted to you? How about any one of those things? How about I ain't got necessarily be because my shit the one? How about performance anxiety? I didn't even know that term existed until afterwards. But I think the homies kind of like told me I had that shit to make me feel good. But I ain't gonna hold you. After that though, Mel, I kind of lost faith in myself. I ended up with the blues.
Yeah.
And you know what? That lead me to my next point. When I was on that festival and I couldn't get my shit right, motherfuckers thought I was crazy because they was sucking and fucking all day and all that night. She asked me if I was gay, and I said no way. I'm just a little bit shy. She said, you goddamn loud. So, any event, that's what happens when you can't get your shit up, dog.
Okay.
Accuse you of being all kind of shit.
Okay, yeah. So now even in there, you dated somebody famous before, wasn't it? Somebody that's you know, in the industry.
So that being said, so one of the chicks I was dealing with, we ended up signing a non-disclosure agreement, and this is prior to her becoming who she is now as a celebrity. But it was another girl that I was definitely dealing with, and courtesy of her pops, my man Malik Robinson, and she known in the industry as a dream doll. But I never got to that point with her. And type shit. But I'm gonna keep it real with her. Even though, don't get me wrong, shout out to Dream Doll, even though she fake fire, bro, like, I'm not really attracted to just a bad joint. You know what I'm saying? Also, Ruby Red, I was dealing with Ruby Red. Shout out to Ruby. And then she used to pull up on the visit when I was at Fishkill and type shit. And down there you could definitely slide off and do your thing, like on the visits or in the bathroom, shit like that. But for me though, not for nothing, no man, it's more the connection that I have with a female.
Mm-hmm.
Like, because I never had sex, so I'm not really smitten over a fat ass and thick lips, soft hands and smooth hips. You see what I'm saying, bro? Like, it has to be more. Like, I have to, and I know this shit sound bimbo-ish like a motherfucker, right? Like, niggas sound like this nigga, she sound like a chick.
Yeah.
Type shit, but for me, it may not make sense to anyone else, but for me, it makes sense because I never been there. Everything built in prison, bro. Like, you know, as you would say, with me behind enemy lines, you know, everything is mental and emotional. You know what I'm saying? And oftentimes what I see, this keep it a hundo, is that the baddest joints really don't be riding with it. You on the floor, yeah, you might see a couple bad joints spread it throughout. But for the most part, like, you see bitches down there that's, like, I'm not going to say ugly, but they're not as attractive. You see what I'm saying? Like, they could go in a haunted house and come out with a fucking job application. But that's not to say the niggas they seeing is not, like, you see what I'm saying? It's not no motherfucking some supermodel nigga shit. But for me, I feel like in order for me to really, like, get excited by you, I'd have to have, like, that mental connection. Like, I had to really feel your energy type shit for me to be attracted or aroused to you. I could be attracted to you. I'd be like, yo, damn, shorty fire. But, and, you know, I like my shit slim, so you got to be slim trim like a bicycle rim. You know what I'm saying? And also, you got to have that thing right tight like a pedal bike. So if you out there shucking and fucking, you see what I'm saying? And then you want to come through and, yo, Dream, let me shuck it. And then what happens if I get gonorrhea? Again, how do I explain that shit at medical sick call?
Okay, so yeah, definitely. So now let's take it to basically how you was engaged and about to get a trailer visit, and some things took place. Let's briefly discuss that.
So yeah, that's a good question. So for the listeners that don't know me and, you know, court administration, it is alleged that, you know, Dreamstone is one of the leaders of the New York or East Coast Bloods, more specifically the notorious Gorilla Stone gangsters. And don't be wrong, like, I've been affiliated and associated since I was 14 years old. But what's really, really fucked up is that, like, I really lived that life of the saying, bros before hoes, if that makes sense. So I end up getting married, and it's like every time I was due for a FRP, like, you know, staying out the way, staying out of trouble, and some shit would inevitably happen, bruh, and I end up getting a misbehavior report, a ticket, either tier 2 or tier 3. 9 out of 10 times it was the tier 3s. So that would fuck up any opportunity that I had to get in a trailer, to get in some pussy for the first time ever, and to procreate and have some children that look just like me. You see what I'm saying? Or whatever the case may be. So I always did put the game before the girl type shit. You know what I'm saying, bro? Like, it wasn't even a second thought in my head. Like, even though, and I believe that was one of the reasons, that definitely was one of the reasons that her and I were divorced, because I couldn't keep my happy ass out of trouble. And it's like, my nigga, when you loyal to something, it's like you have to pick your loyalty, especially to the set. You dig? Like, she give her loyalty to you, and this is a lot of women I'm sure in the town that experience this shit. Don't get me wrong, I met a lot of dudes in prison who told me, yo, Dream, I'm falling back because wifey said, you know, she want trailers and she don't want me being in a box. And at that time, I swear to God, I'm like, man, nigga, get the fuck out of here. I'm not running a hostage agency, so niggas don't need you here. But my nigga, how the fuck do you allow a bitch to dictate your moves? To me, it didn't make sense because I never had poom-poom. But to these niggas who was used to getting some poom-poom, you see what I'm saying? That shit made all like, yo, Dream, fuck you, nigga. Like, you not sucking. You ain't fucking me. I gotta go get some pussy. So I kind of, like, understand shit now. And I ain't gonna hold you, since this strike shit happened in the state, bro, like, and all these National Guard chicks, I ain't gonna fight niggas. Niggas favorite kid, more and more horny, yo. My son Blaze told me the other day after hat. Nigga, like, damn, James, like, you just going through, like, puberty. Nigga, the fuck you all excited and all that shit? Like a teenager. I'm like, yeah, bro, because before it didn't mean anything to me. It didn't mean nothing because I never had. You cannot really miss something that you never had, bro.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. So
you could aspire to have shit, but you can't really miss shit.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, definitely. So there you have it. Dreamstone, a 43-year-old virgin. Right? This is part...
Everything but his virginity.
This is part 1. Stay tuned for part 2 with Dreamstone, the 43-year-old virgin. And this is your host and producer, Jemal.
Yeah. Right. You like,
the
that
system.
Just sound like I'm the biggest degenerate in the world. Yeah. But no, definitely appreciate it though, bro. But we need to listen and tap in and really like, yay or nay, is Dreamstone deplorable or is he commendable?
Let us know, please. Give us your opinions on this. And see what you think of Dreamstone. All right.
You have to be more careful.
Thank you for watching and listening. Have a good day.
The system. It confines us. It does not define us.
We'll see you on our next episode. Stay tuned.